Could this really be the end? Earlier this week, the House passed a bill that could lead to the end of TikTok in the US. But what does this ban really mean? And how will this ban affect the hundreds of thousands of creators and small business owners who use this platform every day to pay their bills? We'll unpack this, plus the actionable steps creators can take to protect themselves from this potential loss. Quick disclaimer, I did not major in poli-sci. I do not think myself an expert in the American government. However, I can do a mean Google when I want to know the tea. I've got my notes with me. We're taking this seriously. So with that said, if you have more to add to the topic, I'd love to learn from you in the comments. Hi friends and content cousins, tarynallyssa here. I'm an education professional and content creator who loves to create content about life in my early 30s, plus all things creator economy. If you're into that, I suggest you stick around and subscribe because I post new videos weekly. And let me know if you make it to the family table. You clicked on this video, so you probably already know what TikTok is, but in case you don't, in short, it's a social media platform that allows its users to create, share, and discover mostly short form video. Shout out to Reesa Teesa. Launched in 2016 by the Chinese company ByteDance, TikTok quickly gained popularity worldwide, especially among millennials like myself and Gen Z who love themselves a good little dance video. TikTok's innovative formats and engaging content made it one of the most downloaded apps on both iOS and Android devices, with presence in over 150 countries. Beyond the dance floor, the platform has become somewhat of a cultural phenomenon, influencing music trends, fashion styles, viral challenges, and even political movements. This week, members of the House voted 352 to 65 to move a bill to the Senate that would effectively remove TikTok's access to American users if the company did not meet some pretty unique stipulations. Once through the Senate, the bill is passed to the president, who would then likely sign it into law. So pause, there are more hurdles to pass, but this unprecedented decision is a concerning stepping stone for many in the creator economy. We'll get to what you can do if this worry applies to you, but the reasoning behind the bill is still questionable to many, especially given the lack of initiative for any such bill for oversight of American tech giants like Meta and X, and the removing of such a popular app that also happens to skew younger just before an election year. Yeah, people have questions. I'll link some articles that go deeper into this, but here's a quick summary. One of the primary concerns surrounding TikTok is its handling of user data and privacy practices. Critics argue that TikTok's parent company may be collecting sensitive information without proper consent or transparency. There have been thus far unproven allegations of data mining and unauthorized sharing of user data with third parties, raising fear of potential privacy breaches and data exploitation. So Chinese ownership has raised some red flags amongst US policymakers and national security experts. And this is reportedly due to the Chinese government's broad authority over domestic companies, and its history of surveillance and censorship have fueled some concerns about TikTok's potential ties to the Chinese Communist Party. Again, unproven. But still, some officials worry that TikTok can be used as a tool for espionage, propaganda, or even disinformation campaigns, which again pose a threat to national security. How that's any different than what was going on with X during the last couple election cycles, I don't know. Yet the threat of foreign influence is still a concern, with experts particularly concerned about state actors or malicious actors operating under the guise of anonymous accounts. There have been instances of coordinated influence campaigns, hello Andrew Tate, and misinformation spreading on TikTok, raising questions about the platform's susceptibility to manipulation by external forces. Critics argue that TikTok's algorithm-driven feed and viral content dynamics make it vulnerable to exploitation for political or ideological purposes. So what does this mean for creators? Sorry, I had to just make sure you knew all the tea. I like to have all the info. I don't know, I thought you would too. If the bill is signed into law, TikTok would have to make a choice. Sell it within 180 days, or risk having the app barred from app stores and web hosting services in the United States. For creators and small business owners who rely on the app for audience and content distribution, the potential ban presents both challenges and opportunities. If you made it this far, welcome to the family table. We are officially content cousins. At this point in the video, we're gonna get into the good stuff, the secrets only reserved for family, and I'm glad you're here. Give this video a like if you made it to the table today. Let's talk about how you can prepare and potentially pivot. Our first step is to just write it out. Write on out. Write out TikTok till the wheels fall off. Keep your strategy going. Times are uncertain, but you can use the time you have now to let your audience know you're still here and to let them know where else they might be able to find you. And speaking of other platforms, now's the time to start exploring other places your audience might be hanging out. Consider expanding your brand to include a new platform. You never know where your next superfan might be hiding. And once we're able to spot those superfans, let's get some direct access. The truth is, we don't own any of these platforms, but you know what you can own? Your mailing list. Get focused on your email marketing. Build and nurture an email list of subscribers who are interested in your brand, products, and services, and use the email marketing campaigns to drive traffic to your website or other platforms. Cut out the middleman. As we're learning, these platforms can be gone in an instant, and we don't want to be left in the dark. Overall, you should approach this potential TikTok ban as an opportunity to diversify your platforms and engage new segments of your audience. By preparing and pivoting strategically, you can make it through this ever-changing landscape of digital content creation. Because literally when TikTok started, it was an app that preferred 6-second videos, but now you have people like Reesa Teesa dropping 10-minute long, 50-part sagas about their marriage, and y'all are just eating it up. She's had the kind of impact that should prove to us all that there's power in vulnerability and storytelling. Let's talk about it in this video next. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep creating, my friends. Bye-bye.